Welcome, everyone, to the Flower Files podcast sponsored by Wildly Native Flower Farm. Here, everyone is welcome to talk with fellow flower lovers, including real perspectives from the farm, the flowers, and me, the florist.
From the messy day-to-day operations down to the details and even business perspectives, this podcast has a little bit of everything to keep it real. We know that life can get crazy and we don't always have the time to spend on what we love, so we are here to help you take a little time to indulge in nature. I'm Liza Getz.
I'm Lizzie Frey, and we are the team that makes this podcast. Every once in a while, we have a couple guests, this business thing, and what we are working with is called life.
Join us as we walk you through how to think outside the box, talk from the farmer's perspective, have honest conversations about florals, and how to run, well, life. So listen in.
You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, in the podcast section, and any of your other podcast platforms. You can also find us online at wildlynativeflowerfarm.com, and in an easy way, you can look in the show notes, and all of the information will be right there for easy access.
Well, hello there, friends. Welcome back to the Flower Files. I'm your host, as you know, Liza, and today's episode is just a little different in the best way. I wanted to take a moment because as we wrap up this year, I just want to slow things down a little and take a moment to reflect. Not just on what we created here on the podcast, but on what this year meant for us at Wildly Native as a whole. Not just for me personally, but for the community that's grown around flowers, our flowers, education, and building a life rooted in creativity and honestly intention. So this isn't your typical highlight reel that you're getting from maybe Spotify, Snapchat, and all of those things. It's literally a pause. It's a breath. It's a look back at what bloomed, what challenged us, and where we're headed next. So whether you're listening while walking in your garden, driving home from work, or just need a quiet moment, this one's for you. So this year at Wildly Native, it was full. It was full, beautifully full, but not always easy. We grew flowers, we grew people, and honestly, we grew ourselves. There were super long harvest days. There were wedding installations that tested every ounce of our creativity. And there were moments where the weather didn't fully cooperate. And plenty of times those timelines shifted, and sometimes where the plans changed. But there were also moments that reminded us exactly why we do this. Seeing flowers we grew literally from seed become part of someone's wedding day. Watching our team step into their strengths. That's probably one of my favorites. And standing back during installs and realizing when you stand back and look at everything, this is something we built. Wildly Native has never been just about flowers. It's about place. It's about seasonality, and it's about doing things with intention, even when it's maybe a little harder. And I feel like this year reinforced that more than ever. When I started this podcast, The Flower Files, I didn't want just another podcast that only showed the polished version of this industry. I wanted real conversations. I wanted honest conversations. I wanted to talk about flower farming. I wanted to talk about design. I wanted to talk about business, and I wanted to talk a little bit about burnout. I know there's questions about pricing and boundaries, there's grief, there's joy, there's growth, all of those things. And I think this year, the podcast became a space where we talked about things people don't always say out loud. Things like what it's really like to run a floral business, that emotional weight of events like weddings and funerals, the behind-the-scene decisions that shape our day-to-day operations and our creative lives. And what surprised me the most wasn't just how many people listened, it was how many people reached back out to say, I thought I was the only one who felt like that. Or, I thought I was the only one who had to deal with that. Or, wow, you actually talked about that. And that's why this podcast matters to me. It reminds us that we're not alone in this work. This year taught me a few lessons I want to carry forward, and maybe you'll recognize them too. First, growth. That doesn't always look particularly loud. Sometimes it looks like saying no, and that has been a lesson that I have really struggled to learn and work on. It's simplifying, and it's choosing sustainability over speed. Second, you don't have to do everything to be successful. You just have to consistently do the right things. Third, flowers teach us all about timing. You can't rush them, and the same is true for business, ideas, and people. And some things need a little rest before they can bloom. And I want to pause here just for a moment and say thank you. I want to say thank you to my Wildly Native team, those of you who show up with heart every single day, those of you who understand my quirky, crazy humor, and all of you who show up with an incredible amount of grit. Grit is a word that is not talked about or understood very well recently in today's society. So to my entire team, no matter how large or tiny your role is, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my clients, to any of my clients who trust us with some of the most meaningful moments of their lives, thank you. Without you having the faith and the trust in us, this whole project of life, of this business, of this whole thing, this whole dream, wouldn't have worked without all of you. To those of you that we've done well, I'm super excited. To those of you we've made a mistake, I carry those mistakes with me all the time. And I do everything in my power to make sure we never make those mistakes again. And to you, take a look in the mirror, look in the window, take a pause. I mean to you, the listeners, the people who come up to me at farmers market and say, I know you by your voice. To the people who comment on things that happen and they say, oh my gosh, I heard about this on the podcast. To the people who understand what it takes to do a podcast and to figure out the space, the time, the editing, all of the things that go into it, and then to have people actually listen to it. This podcast exists because of you, and you're the reason we keep showing up. Some days it's hard, some days it's cold and you just want to curl up. Honestly, some days you just want to take a nap. Some days it's sunny and you just want to be outside. But it's because of you and because of having those conversations and sharing those stories, that's why this matters. So as we head into a new year, I want you to feel clear, and not rushed, but clear. There's more education coming. There's more honest and real conversations coming. There's more tools to help you grow flowers, grow businesses, and grow confidence. The Flower Files will continue to be a space for curiosity, for learning, and real conversation, because this industry deserves that. And it doesn't matter if you're a flower farmer, a flower lover, a home gardener, a wedding enthusiast. I don't care where you land. Real, honest conversations matter, not the fake things that you see on social media. Here at Wildly Native, we will keep doing what we do best. We will keep growing flowers rooted in place, rooted in season, and rooted in story. If this year taught us anything, it's that growth can't happen all at once. It literally happens petal by petal. It happens season by season, and it happens step by step. I truly can't thank you enough for being part of this journey with the Flower Files, with Wildly Native, and quite honestly, with me. So thank you. If you love this episode, share it with a friend, leave a review, or send us a message. And we truly read each one. Until next time, keep growing, keep asking questions, and keep letting flowers lead the way.